Shangrong from Xuzhou College of Industry Technology. The topic of my presentation today is about the optimality theory analysis of Epenthesis in Plosive Coda acquisition among Chinese English learners. In some cases, Chinese English learners may pronounce silk to silker, lead to leader, develop to develop. So this kind of phenomenon has received increasing attention in recent years, while private researchers have mainly relied on their corpus linguist research methods. So few researchers on it has about the some dialects of the Beijing, Miao, Cantonese, or the Hebei dialects. To contribute to this existing knowledge, this paper aims to fill this gap with new theoretical studies. My research question is, do Chinese English learners produce Epenthesis in acquisition of Plosive Coda? If so, what type of it? And what the feature of the rules governing those Epenthesis processes? Does the frequency of Epenthesis decrease as learners' language proficiency improves? So how can we use the optimality theory to analyze these phenomena? 33 students with 2 semester college English study experience has been selected, are divided in Group 1 with low proficiency level and Group 2 high proficiency level, according to the college English test band 4, and 18 words with 6 plosive and plosive coders and 4 kinds of consonant cluster with BC, BCC, BCCC are selected in the materials. So the question TTS and projects are used to connect and analyze the data, and right, wrong are used to mark the right, wrong, and the Epenthesis pronunciations. So here is some results. 1906 Epenthesis was discovered, and typical type is up and occurred in these situations. This proves that there was an insertion in about 14.8% of the pronunciation from Chinese English learner in this experiment. And the second one is 33 of insertion occurred after book, and 16 insertion after discovered in experiment, which verified the Professor Greer's discovery in 1985 that the Chinese students commonly insert the schwa, but some will insert after the pronunciation of the poop. It was just not per here, but also the per is sung here. And Group 2, we compared the Group 1 with low proficiency and Group 2 with high proficiency. We find that the Group 2 with high proficiency level has 54.5% less Epenthesis than Group 1, which reject the view of other scholars that Epenthesis is not related with proficiency levels. So how to use the optimality theory to analyze that? We compare the syllable structure with English and Mandarins. So we can get the inter-language grammar with constraint ranking like this: complex coda, anti-insertion, anti-insertion, anti-dilation, anti-consonants, and coda X and coda A. So we can use it to emphasize to analyze these phenomena. We can see we have the candidate A, B, C, D, E, F. The candidate A, B, C has violated the complex coda, anti-dilation, and anti-insertion. And candidate D and E violate the anti-dilation, D and E violate anti-dilations. And candidate F violate the anti-dilations, insertions twice. So because we can have the 2 learners here, because is the shortest pronunciation, so it happens frequently. So we can finally have this kind of inter-language grammars like the 4. So we can get the conclusions that this paper proved that the Chinese English learners in the experiment did insert the forming at the Plosive Coda and tend to insert the put and the put. And after group 2 with higher proficiency level has 54.5% less proficiency than group 1. And Optimality theory can explain this. However, the conclusion may be limited because the group in this paper lacked the participant with more higher English proficiencies. So therefore, further studies involving high levels of English proficiency and exploring other influencing factors are recommended. Okay, thank you. That's all.
Thank you for your quite interesting research topic here, Professor Chen. And I think it's quite helpful for teachers to know where and how to focus in the classroom teaching.
Yeah.
So my question is, how do you believe that college teachers should teach about epenthesis to improve their students' pronunciation? Thank you.
Thank you. That's a very meaningful question. When it comes to teaching the hypothesis, several various strategies can adopted by the teachers. Firstly, teachers can introduce this concept of the hypothesis in the classrooms. Introduce the students with some examples to explain that hypothesis is an insertion of actual forms in a word. Secondly, we can highlight the common instance. For example, we have found that the phenomenon that the students may frequently insert the book and after book and per. So if we can introduce these examples in classrooms, students may recognize easily when they have similar phenomena in their pronunciations. And certainly, teachers also can design some exercise for the students to practice their pronunciation, especially with the words with plosive coda, the most difficult one. So it can enhance their memories of their correct pronunciations. So finally, I think it is also the necessary for the teachers to evaluate their students' pronunciation and give the constructive feedbacks. Yeah, that's all.